was freaking me out because they were like I have one note. It's just like the unevent, and it's like a movie where the thing never happens. And like my son asked me about it, and I was like, what? He's like, what is it? And I was like, it's nothing yet.
That's the whole point of it.
It's a movie the whole time people are just getting ready.
And
There's like 6 montages.
I mean, honestly, no, on the one hand, yes, that would be funny. The whole premise of the movie is that they're getting ready for like whatever apocalyptic movie shit, and then it never comes, and so the whole movie is just set up for a movie that doesn't happen. That's hysterical.
Yeah.
Also,
the payoff is that the audience has fucking wasted their time again.
Also, if you wanted to, you could point out, like, if you, like, really did make the characters, like, develop in some way because of this and, like, have a lot of, like, influence, like, focus on their relationships and shit like that, like, you could say that the point of the movie wasn't the thing happening. It was a movie about this character arc, and the thing happening was the catharsis to that. It was the catalyst,
Right?
but it wasn't...
Right?
Or rather, it was the catalyst, but not the catharsis.
Because it never happens. I got it.
And then when people are all mad, you're like, you're missing the point, man. The artistic reason.
No matter what I make, when people say if they're mad about it, I'm gonna say you're missing the point, man.
And they're like, well, explain it. Just like, that would be whack. I can't fucking throw
That
whack
would be
around.
whack.
Only when you do that, though. It'd be fucking great.
That's delicious.
It's late as fuck. It's late as fuck. And we have pizza. And
It's pretty late.
it's reasonably late. It's not as late as it has been when we've recorded before, but it's up there. It's late in the hour and late in my fucking patience. Late in my will to live.
You're not
What does that
patient?
mean?
Are you not patient with me right now?
Well, often.
What is the audience saying right now, I wonder? We really shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one was supposed to be out.
Mm-hmm. This one was supposed to be out.
I mean, I think it's obvious we were
9
busy.
hours ago.
Yeah, we're busy. We were busy.
You were busy.
No, you were busy. You tell them that you were busy.
I've been here
It's okay to tell them that.
writing.
That sounds like a thing.
You could have come over at any time.
No.
I was writing when you came over now.
I had to work.
Yeah.
And other things happen to me all the time, every day.
That's fucking
out
your
of my
problem.
control.
Working.
It's actually...
Oh, shit.
Everybody's fine. That's good. I'm glad everybody's fine. The audience is fine. I checked on them. And they're all good.
I actually am just starting my day. Amber and I were up all night last night playing Viscera Cleanup Detail.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's
And
good.
then
It's fun.
we
That makes sense.
we
That's
finished
worth it.
that and then slept all fucking day and then got up and then got pizza. And I've been behind my computer writing this fucking chapter on isotopes for, an hour or so.
You got a
when
bunch
came
of
over.
isotope knowledge you want to get out of your head?
Yeah, but nobody fucking else wants to hear it. So like,
Yeah, they do. I love it.
I bet anything. If any audience was gonna listen to my fucking ramblings about isotopes, it'd be this show.
There's peppers.
Mm-hmm.
There are several people in the audience who want to hear you talk about isotopes.
They're out there.
I don't know what the rest of the people are watching the show for.
There's at least one. There's several ones of people out there.
Ones of several. And even a few more than that.
Out of all the people that watch our show, a percentage of them are excited about isotopes.
Mazio's is pretty good, but it's not Domino's.
Yeah, I've never had Domino in my life.
We're gonna get Domino's soon. Their
Alright.
sauce is different.
Okay.
They have a different sauce from other places because that's how restaurants work. But yeah, I mean, what's been going on?
Tea and pizza.
You've been writing.
Weird combination.
I've been
I'm writing.
working at my job.
I'm writing and I'm putting things on the internet. And I am constantly blown away. This is as much of a current event as you're going to get out of me, because like it's just something that I saw today. Constantly blown away by the amount of people that get mad every time I don't post something that is just a science lesson. I've got 2 people right now in particular in my head that are on my fucking socials all pissed off.
Why?
Because this is a science page.
What are you posed? Because the travel video?
Yeah.
There was science in it.
And then...
I was about to bring that up. Like, so the travel video came, the video vlog, travel vlog.
The travel vlog is amazing.
I think it's one of the greatest videos I've ever watched on Forrest's couch. Yeah. Forced to watch by it, Forrest.
I've edited it quite a bit after you left as well. It's even better now.
I watched it again.
Did you?
No.
No,
I lied about that, and I'll lie about it again in the future, but more time will have passed, so it'll be a more reasonable lie.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
That'll make me feel good then and now.
Yeah.
Welcome, this is...
and I'm Ben.
The show has begun. I'm Forrest. Consistently bad.
No, it's fine. I'm wearing shorts though. I don't know how that looks.
It looks. You can see your knees. You can see your skinny little
gross.
Tiny little boy knees.
It's okay. I'm gonna fix it soonly.
You're gonna fix how small those knees are?
Yeah, they have the $1 memberships going on at the gym.
Okay, that's some sort of knee place. I don't know what.
You've been to the knee place. You know about it.
You get bigger knees for only $1.
I have explosive knees.
It's just arthritis. It's just arthritis.
I've grown thick knee calluses.
That's what the ladies like.
Well,
smash that like button if you think thick ass knees are sexy.
If you're weird. No, it's fine.
The two are it's the same camp. The Venn diagram of people who think thick knees are sexy and people who are weird as fuck. It's a circle.
I think the Venn diagram of people who like our podcast and are weird as fuck
and need professional help. Yeah,
might just be a circle.
Mm-hmm.
This is not professional help. We're still not talking about anything. We're just eating pizza.
Mm-hmm. It's a show where you're like hanging out with us. Go grab some pizza and watch this show and eat pizza with us. That's what this show is.
You should. This is the worst episode ever. I'm going to find something in the news real quick for us to fucking react to.
This is live. This is live, y'all. It's a live reaction channel.
That's because you won't cut it out. You don't cut it out. Whenever there's fat, you're just like... Yeah,
I stopped trimming the fat off of our podcast a long time ago, and I feel like the podcast is better for it.
Actually, Senate I did see this headline, and it is interesting, and we should talk about it. The Senate passes sweeping health and tax package, putting Democrats on the cusp of historic win. I don't think they're winning anything, but what's the climate? Climate, health, and tax. What is it? You know anything about it? This is news.
It is news. You can't say it isn't. That's legally defined as news.
House Inflation Reduction Act now heads to the House, which plans to return from its summer recess on Friday. $430 billion to combat climate change and extend health care coverage.
That's pretty cool.
Paid for with savings on prescription drugs and taxes on corporations.
Radical.
It puts hundreds of billions of dollars toward deficit reduction. The bulk of spending, more than $300 billion, covers investments to tackle climate change, blah, 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 clean energy, incentives for farmers and ranchers to reduce methane emissions, and extensive and electric vehicle tax credit. The launch of a national climate bank that would make investments in clean energy technologies and energy efficiency. Medicare can negotiate prices with drug companies for the first time. Cutting drug... Okay, that's a big deal. If that passes, that's a huge fucking deal.
That's pretty tight.
A cap on the price of insulin for those 65 and older. I think it should just be a cap. I think anybody who needs it, but at least somebody's getting a cap. $35 per... No. Yeah, that would be it. We used to have a cap of $35 and they removed it. Raises revenue through a new 15% minimum tax on large corporations through accelerated depreciation would be exempted. Though, key ask of centrist Senator Kristen Sinema, I think, Democrat Arizona, extracted several tax changes from leadership. So that's cool. So I don't know if that'll get passed. So let's talk about why.
Yeah. This everything you said in that the whole time you were saying it, I was just thinking like that's gonna piss off somebody's donors. That's gonna piss off somebody's donors. That's gonna piss off the whole thing. It's just fucking fighting against corporate lobbying. And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like both fucking sides aren't doing it. Yeah. Fuck you, Nancy Pelosi, you stock trading bitch.
Yeah.
Like
we have talked about it before, but we'll talk about it again.
And I'm not going to pretend like she's the only one doing it either. She just happens to be a darling of the left, and she's fucking terrible. Like this whole thing where she fucking went to Taiwan and everything as well. I am all for, I'm all about saying fuck you to China. I'm all about real free Taiwan and separate. But also, you literally just did some shit because somebody told you that you can't. And you fucking making everybody fucking in a weird position. It's everything. Just I don't fucking care, man, about their feelings and their problems. I just want them all to go away. There should be a cap. I tell you what, there should be a cap. There should be a fucking cap on how old you can be and still be a fucking senator.
I had a friend tell me about it. I don't know, maybe a year ago. We were catching up again, and they told me that they basically had become a single issue. I was talking about politics with them, and they were like, "Yeah, I've essentially become a single issue voter at this point, if at all." And I was like, "What's the issue?" And they were like, "Climate change and like anything that will stop us from killing the planet and all stuff like that." And I was like, "Man, that's intense, but I understand." But then about a year later, now I find myself becoming completely like unpolitical. Yeah. Where people will be like, "What do you think about this?" And I'm like, "I think it's fucked. The whole thing."
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't care if I like it or not. Get out of office. Yeah. Are you a politician? Fuck you.
I'm telling you, I want AI to run the government, but we're not there yet. The AI still wants to kill us. I don't know. But like, for real. Okay. They're all kind of on the same side. We've talked about the fact that, you know, like a liberal here is pretty much just a centrist anywhere else on the map. Yeah. And we've talked about all these things before. What's like a possible solution? Sometimes people bring up like having multiple parties, like way more multiple parties, and I love that idea. But does that actually help anybody? Because it seems like I know, but it seems like countries that do that still have a shit ton of the same problems we do.
Yeah, but like a shit ton of, but like also less, and also it's more diverse, and like that's all. If you could have like
the problems are more diverse.
Voting.
No, the representation is more. Okay, I see what you're saying.
The problems are more diverse. I mean, I guess also having more diverse problems also isn't a bad idea because right now our problem is the corruption. And every single thing, we're like, fucking the school shootings. We could stop that if it wasn't the corruption. Climate change, we should really be able to fix that if it wasn't for the corruption. And like that, you pick an issue, it's the fucking corruption that's the problem. And people like to act like American politics is all fucking shiny and beautiful. It's like, yeah, but you know you literally can buy an election, right?
I would say at this point, people don't even act like it's shiny anymore.
It costs a couple $2 billion just to run for president.
Like, look at do
it properly.
Look at the last 3 elections.
Yeah.
Most people have been made aware of those facts, right?
Yeah.
And then they're all looking at it and they're just like, well, what the fuck?
What do we do? Yeah.
I think everybody's aware, and I think we're continuing to do the same thing at this point.
Yeah.
Like, anybody who's going to be aware is aware. Like, everyone can look at the problems and go, this is bad.
That's a hard time, yeah.
And we're not, like, but what do we actually do about it? Because, like, none of us are politicians. None of us are lobbyists.
Yeah. Motherfucking vote is the best place to start.
Yeah, but it's got to be local.
And if you're one of those people, it's like, my vote doesn't count. Not with that fucking attitude, it doesn't. And like, just I understand the electoral college is a big old sack of saggy shit. We fucking if
No, I agree. You should still vote.
if we turned out in serious numbers, we
And
young person.
unless your opinion is that you should not, like you yourself shouldn't vote and you shouldn't have anything to do with elections, I think that's fair. That's your privilege.
Like, you're just so terrible that the world doesn't deserve your opinion. It's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Nobody feels that way.
What
if I accidentally elected the wrong guy?
Yeah. Also, fucking, like, we've got to get over the fucking all or nothing bullshit, where it's like, I like this politician, but he, I don't like this one thing, so I'm just not going to vote for any of it. You know what I mean? And it's just, like, bullshit like that. Whoops. That has to stop. And we have to stop fucking, also, the converse of that is equally important, but sounds very similar. Sounds like I'm saying two different things that are the same. You know what I mean? But, like...
Yeah, what are you saying?
I'm saying, like, fuck, like, Pete Buttigieg, specifically. Amazing speaker, great platform, love almost everything that he stands for and that he says. It's wonderful. He was also part of the fucking reason why we got Biden, because the whole fucking DNC decided that even though the majority of the people voted for Bernie... You don't know what you fucking want, so we're all gonna fucking strategically drop out at the right time to make fucking sure that all the votes go to Hillary and that she's the one put up on stage and that Bernie cannot mathematically win no matter how big his platform is and how well he's doing.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
That election was pretty insane.
That whole election,
like we all
the
sat there and
side.
watched the DNC do it. At the DNC,
yeah.
Is that
Democratic National?
Yeah, the DNC,
yeah.
and then afterwards, like everybody just kept telling me I needed to like get over it.
Yeah.
And like I needed to like unify or whatever, and I was like, I'm gonna, but shut up.
Yeah. Fuck that dude for playing along with the DNC. Love his stuff. Love his platform. I would vote for him if he was a choice. But fuck you, dude, also. And like that's what I'm saying. Is like, get on the bus that's going towards your town, but also fucking try to improve the buses and the bus lines and the systems and that's another thing. It's fucking like that. I know that like it's only like fucking MAGA people that don't get this, but like I cannot comprehend how many people fucking don't understand that like you can fucking hate a politician but understand that they are the best choice at the time and just rock with it. I fucking like motherfuck Joe Biden. For so many reasons.
He sucks.
God, he's the worst.
He's not good at president.
He's not good at fucking being a person. His record is terrible. His voting history is terrible. His ideals are terrible. He only does shit because it's popular and going to get him more attention at this point. Fuck that dude. But, like, fucking so much better than Trump. And so much better than, like...
It's like everybody thought, like, he would just do the same shit Obama did and somehow be as much, like, as everybody liked Obama. Somehow Biden would do that. And it's like, he was just the second guy.
He's the most boring fucking, like, can't handle it.
I don't really even know what he's doing. They don't really, like, say, like, he doesn't say a lot.
Yeah.
Which I guess maybe I just feel like that because the last president said so much.
Don't have to fucking constantly hear him blaring in my ear.
He's tweeting.
Oh. No, I just, like, that's what gets me. Is like, I just... Man, we need so many things. We need so many things in this country to be fixed. Not the least of which being fucking education and the corruption.
I'm quite the uneducated motherfucker.
You're more educated than some people.
And I blame the corruption.
No.
It's the corruption what took my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, corruption.
The corruption.
The corruption.
The corruption. That's what we call it. In science, that's the word for whenever you can pay money to a politician to have them agree to vote a certain way on a certain issue. In America, they call it lobbying, but in the rest of the world, it's called corruption. It's just called corruption. And it's a good idea to not have corruption. In America's like, I understand what you're saying. However, the person who is currently funding my corruption has told me not to vote against the corruption. So I guess we'll just keep having lobbying. Fucking what?
Keep on keeping on. Man.
You ever played Viscera Cleanup Detail?
A little bit.
Like 8 hours straight?
No, I've watched it. Why don't you tell the people about it?
It's a lot of fun. It's a great game.
I've seen it. I mean, it's fun. It looks fun.
It's a game in which the game takes place immediately after a horror movie or horror game or whatever has just occurred. It's the aftermath game.
Yeah.
So you're at the fucking autonomous robot weapon factory where all the robots gain sentience and slaughter all of the people working there. You're at the alien embryo incubation lab where fucking the thing hatched and broke loose and fucking ate everybody and put workers into cocoons all over the ceilings and shit. You're at the fucking what else? The hospital where the secret government experiments were going on, where the fucking all the inmates escaped and slaughtered all the nurses and smeared their fucking blood all over the walls and wrote shit and like you're the janitor. And you show up the next day to clean that mess.
I bet they know.
And you get a mop and a bucket and like a trash can and a broom, and you just fucking clean the place. And it's just it's a tedious, time-consuming. The levels take like 5 to 8 hours to complete.
Yeah, why would I want to do that?
And you have to get a bucket of water and dip your mop because your mop gets dirty and you'll just smear shit around. And you have to change the water out. And if you're not careful, you'll dump the water everywhere, and you have to clean that as well. And sometimes the mop bucket dispenser and the garbage can dispenser malfunctions and dumps fucking organs on the floor, and then you gotta clean that as well. And there's shell casings everywhere, and you gotta pick up every single one with the fiddly physics engine turning shit around.
Dumbass surgeon simulator.
Exactly. And it's just
I hate it.
It's a frustrating, terrible game. And like, it's not a game that you play by yourself unless you're a fucking insane person. It's a game of shared misery. You play it with friends to just all revel in how fucking horrible it is.
A game of shared misery, that's just life.
Well, then that's what it got me thinking about, was the whole time we were playing it, I was laughing at the fact that, like, we were not getting paid. We were just doing this awful shit for fun. But, like, that was fun, and it was because it was on our terms, and it was absurd, and it was funny to laugh at the frustration, and like,
they're kind of like horror games and horror movies.
Yeah. This is not fun, but it's fun because I decided to be fun with it, and like, it's just interesting to reframe that and to think about the fact that, like, if I had nothing but free time, if all my needs were met, the kind of shit that I would do, that I would enjoy, that today I would consider work, that I would consider difficult, that I would consider problematic, that I would dread doing, that I wouldn't want to get out of my comfortable bed, you know what I mean? But I would actually get up to go have fun doing this weird thing. That's like,
it's all bad out there.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Viscera Cleanup Detail. Let us know if you want us to play it on the gaming channel that we haven't made.
Oh, we're making it. But yeah, it's good. He said no, he's not doing the Viscera. Yeah. No Viscera cleanup for you, huh? You son of a bitch.
We also...
What?
Whenever we play the game, we'll put on the song It's Raining Tacos on a fucking hour-long loop and just play that on loop the whole time for 8 hours straight. Probably clean that shit just to make it more insane.
Oh, good.
We like to really bask in the insanity. Let your mind phase in and out of reality.
The effects of COVID-19 infection on neurological health are becoming more apparent.
Yeah.
Predispose people to irreversible neurological conditions, accelerate brain aging, and increase the risk of stroke and brain bleeds.
Shit's terrifying, dude. Get vaccinated.
I done did it.
Just fucking... You might still catch it, but it'll be much less severe, and you're less likely to catch it in the first place because vaccines work like vaccines. One of my favorite bullshit talking points that I'm hearing a lot right now is people saying that this isn't a vaccine.
What is it?
Yeah.
I hate that we still have to talk about it.
Me too.
But like a lot of we lost the thingy.
Oh, fuck, what? That?
No, the fight against COVID.
Oh, the terrorists have won.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's not. It won't. It's just with us now. Most people I talk to still think it was like a ridiculous conspiracy, or at the minimum, they think the whole thing was overblown.
Mm.
So I don't know.
People are fucking stupid. You know?
Do I know that?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Nobody died, Forrest.
It's hard to remain
Those numbers were inflated.
optimistic.
It's weird when people are just like they'll willfully just believe other shit when like there's no. I mean, that's how conspiracy works. But like, I'm like, why do you need that? Why do you need it to be like that?
It's like I want to be positive and I want to help people out, but like, there's a certain point where you're fucking just you're in a cult, and it's not my job to get you out of the cult.
That's also weird to me because like I looked at conspiracy shit like when I was in high school and like a little bit in college and stuff, like a lot. Like I really looked at it, and now I'm 31 and I think it's all fucking hilarious. But like other people are like, did you see this? And I'm just like,
You grew up though, is what happened. Is that you grew up and you learned to like question sources and like actually think things through, and like a lot of other people instead just kept watching Tucker Carlson.
I mean, like I've realized there's a lot of real bad shit going on that I don't know about, but it's like those aren't conspiracies. Those are just things that are hidden on purpose. Like
the sheer fucking number.
Like there are conspiracies, right? But it's not
Right.
like the fucking ones that they want you to look at.
Right.
The people, damn water.
I keep fucking.
There it goes.
Nah, now it's turned off.
Have a commercial break, you Kit Kat.
You call the. Who are you? Are you calling me the Kit Kat or the people watching?
No, you're. I don't know what you are. Man.
We'll continue with this when we come back from the commercial break.
I'm not converting.
Most people didn't even have to see it. Most people don't watch this on YouTube.
What are we doing then?
Fucking
Continue.
the sheer amount of like blatant and obvious and unmistakable white supremacist talking points coming out of fucking CPAC and shit recently is genuinely starting to fucking like just take away my will to continue fucking like fighting all the stupidity, and just like, I shouldn't say fight the stupidity with like kindness and empathy, and just start pointing and being like, hey, fuck Nazis and fuck you if you listen to this. And that's not the most helpful way to go about things. And like, I think a lot about like how I'm going to teach and how I'm going to do things on the internet, and how like what kind of image I want to put out. And I want it to be kind and helpful, but also fuck Nazis. And I want to like call people out on that.
I think it's okay
Partially.
to say like fuck Nazis, and then if a Nazi was like, well, why fuck me? You could be like, okay, I can explain
Let's
it.
work through this step by step.
I can explain
all the reasons why fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I hope that changes your mind. It's just like all race shit is stupid. Ultimately, like it's not stupid to talk about like your race and you know, like that's fine. Talking about your ancestors and whatnot is fine. Like admiring the fact that some people kept fucking to get you here is fine. It's beautiful. Wow, DNA. So old and majestic and falling apart from the sun. But
go on.
But like thinking that it actually matters beyond that is fucking, you gotta stop. It's not productive.
Mm-hmm.
Like if people couldn't like have kids together, like all of us, like if there was some kind of huge barrier like that, but there's never been one.
Yeah.
All humans have always been able to like interbreed, so it's because they're all humans. So I don't understand the fucking race thing. I don't understand. Like, people get patches of different colored skin. People get patches of melanin. You got vitiligo and the other ligos. And, you know, it's just dumb. And you thought I wouldn't be able to get stressed. Fuck, it's stupid. Because, like, all people can be cool. It doesn't matter what your fucking skin. Anyway. I'm just having a moment with myself. It's fine. I hate people so much, but I still wish they'd get along.
The definition, this is from the UN, this is from the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide from the UN, Article 2. Genocide is defined as any of the following acts committed with intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. Killing members of the group, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about the physical destruction of the group in whole or in part, imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group, or forcefully transferring children of the group to another group. So it's not just like wholesale slaughter. It's any of these calculated actions.
Can be ethnic genocide, is that what you're saying?
To reduce the numbers of a group, to stop it from growing, to take children away from it, to like harm it through conditions, like it. Any way that we are trying to destroy a group systematically.
Well, see, when white people claim that liberals specifically and like the left and sometimes elites. I said white people, but I meant like people confused is what I mean. Mm-hmm. And they blame all these things, and they think that thing is happening to them.
Right. Well, I was gonna say is like this definition it's supposed to apply specifically to like racial, ethnic, or religious groups, or national. It doesn't apply to anything beyond that. So, like they're at least not in the framework that it's in right now. But if you were to apply that to whatever, like that's what the fuck we do to fucking LGBT people all the time. Yeah. Making conditions so that they are destroyed, that they don't grow, and that we convert their children away from them and all these things, and like we try to prevent them from adopting and having children of their like as if they could grow in that way, treating them in this way. It's not just the fucking wholesale slaughter, it's what we're doing. Especially when we talk about trans people,
yeah, I'm pretty
trying
sure
to prevent
that if you're
them from being able to get the medical care that they need.
Like if you're raised by a gay parents, you're not going to automatically
just become gay.
Be gay.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense.
Most of the gay parents I've ever met in my life have not told me that that's the case.
Right. That's very obviously what we did to the Native Americans and are still sometimes doing, and in a lot of ways you could argue are still doing today to the Native Americans. That's what we do. And have done to you could apply that to a lot of like black communities who are trying to isolate and take away or diminish their conditions to the point where they can't grow and stop them from being able to take care of themselves and reproduce effectively.
I
on
mean,
their own.
Usually the only time things get better in any black communities is if like people who like live there go back and like
take
help.
ownership of it.
Like, and that's difficult to do
when we're fucking forcing our rules on them.
Yeah. That's like being mad at immigrants for coming here and getting money and sending it back. It's like if you're mad at that, be mad at the way money works, because that's what the problem is.
Well, and like the reason I bring this up.
No,
is
yeah,
because that's
I'm flip flopping. Go for it. Oof.
That's an extreme consideration, right?
What happens to
applying the term genocide to like the things that America is doing right now, specifically to LGBT people and also people of color.
Yeah.
That's a bit extreme, you could argue, and I understand that, but take that in the back of your mind, and then think about the talking points coming out of, especially like around CPAC, around talking points coming out of Marjorie Taylor Greene. Talking points coming out of Tucker Carlson, and talking points coming out of Matt Gaetz, where you have these people very clear, like actually openly saying, we should be nationalist, we should be Christian nationalist. You should have a Bible literacy test or a Bible citizenship test. That we don't want other immigrants coming here. We don't want people coming to this country. We should preserve our culture here. We should preserve what it is to be an American here. We don't want people coming in and ruining that. Like when you actually look at that, especially when you're looking at the framework of human rights, it becomes a lot less tolerable and a lot more like nauseating.
I agree.
And horrifying. And I just fucking, man, I'm not
with it.
Not mentally in a good way to where I can just be friendly about that kind of situation. Like I'm a little bit in like screaming and whatnot kind of mode at this point.
Right, like it's a little bit more extreme too when somebody's saying like advocating for those things as opposed to like somebody who like is misled or doesn't understand a couple things or like has like biases and things that they need to deal with. Somebody who's like espousing
Yeah.
those talking points.
They're divorcing it.
Fuck.
Tell me more about what they're espousing.
There's people saying those ideas, talking about those ideas like that. Fuck, I forgot.
What you were saying? Because you said
because I said espousing.
Your brain just shut down because it realized it can't continue on the way it was.
It's my medicine. No, I'm just kidding. It's I'm just saying I don't know what I was saying. We need to rewind it. I know they're not reasonable.
Yeah. No, you're talking about people who don't actually believe these things. They've been told these things and don't know how to think.
Yeah, and it sucks, but
way.
it's annoying, but I don't know what you even do about that.
Education.
Yeah, but a lot of these people are educated. There are a lot of people who are college educated and completely fucking hardcore.
Oh yeah, there are too many. I'll agree there are too many, but there's a reason why the more educated you get, like statistically speaking, the more left-leaning you become.
Of course. It's because you get into those liberal colleges and they fill your brain up with gobbledygook.
And
and no daughter of mine!
Ain't that the shit? When you have so many fucking people, like I've heard that so many times that fucking like that you went to a university and that's why you're
I think honestly
liberal.
Your political leaning from university is going to depend on which university you go to and the way the demographics are shifted there, if anything. Right? Like
to a certain degree I can see that. If you go to like fucking,
most colleges, especially universities, are pretty open-minded places.
If you go to like some fucking like private Mormon university in Utah,
you're going
to get a different kind of education than if you go to a public university and even here in Oklahoma. If I go to OU, I'm going to have a much more like good worldview building, multi-regional, multi-ethnic, multicultural education where I learn a lot about other people versus if I go down the road to SCU, the Southwestern Christian University, where you fucking have to pay a fine if you don't go to chapel every week. And like they want you to learn what they want you to learn and nothing else.
A chapel.
Because that's the whole thing about.
How can that be a university?
It's a Christian university, so they're allowed to. That's the whole thing about.
I guess you can, but like, are they accredited?
I think so. I don't know, but that's
for what theology. I'm sorry.
You get like
last time.
We know some people that went there, and you get degrees in theology, in ministry, and church music studies and shit like that. They have other degrees as well. But like that is
like God math,
God
science,
learn about Jesus,
disproving evolution,
Jesus physics,
and other miracles.
But like that's a very different experience, and that's what we talked about. That on, I think was it the last episode where we talked about like trigger warnings and things like that.
Yeah. No offense if you liked your school.
That's something that I talked about briefly in that episode that I remember was that like college should be more challenging, not less. It should be more offensive, not less. It should be like the point of going there is to have your fucking mind rocked. And like if you come out of college the same kind of person that you are when you went in, that college has failed.
Then the brainwashing didn't work.
Like you're supposed to learn more stuff and that changes your mind. And like that's something that's really cool. Like when you watch I may have talked about this before. I know I've talked about this with other people before. I don't know if I've talked about it here, but like I encourage everybody to look up those videos of like prisoners who get to like have schooling in prison. Like they have like GED programs. You can even get like an associate's or a bachelor's degree in prison.
It's
and they have
usually
these
like
people,
life changing.
Yeah, these people come in and teach these prisoners because a lot of the times they never graduated high school. And you'll hear these people, like there's a shift in the way that they carry themselves, the way that they speak, the way that they are, and they're like, I am thinking in new ways that I didn't know I like was possible. Like it's not just that I'm having new thoughts, my mind is working differently and I'm thinking things through differently, and like life is making more sense now, and like just it completely changes their reality to just have like this to be educated in this way. That's why it's so important. But like also footnote to that, fucking academia is stupid. Academia fucking sucks. Oh my god, I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Forrest is basically on this episode, he's just saying one thing and then saying the opposite.
This is the whole episode. Here's a fun fact for you. The word school comes from a Greek word that meant free time. The point of school was that you had just time to chill and you explored whatever you were interested in. And like there weren't classes set up like the way we have it now. You went and met a mentor and they just led a class. And you sat there, you listened, you talked, you debated, you argued, you learned, and you carried on about your life.
It's not very efficient for making a workforce.
Exactly. But it is very efficient for creating like really well-educated adults. And that has been a lot of like the best classes in my undergrad, and most of my classes in my master's weren't in a lecture hall. It was we all sit around and we study something all week, and we meet once a week and we talk about it.
Yeah, those are the best.
And we discuss
or at least like I know my classes in like 20th century humanities and crap like that was a lot more fun because it was more discussion based. Mm-hmm. But I didn't finish college.
I did it a few times for both of us.
Ugh, and he's still trying to finish it again.
Again and again.
Forrest will never stop learning.
Last night, I couldn't sleep for a while, and I was literally online looking up other bachelor's degrees that I want. Go back and get a bunch more fucking bachelors.
Why? What are you going to do with all those bachelors?
Weave them
degrees.
Into a blanket.
This is my degree blanket. It'll keep me warm on the streets. Rough.
It is fucking, like, it is pointless. Like, you get a certain level of education, you're not supposed to go back and get lower levels again. But, like, the whole thing is, like, I don't want to just study it on my own all the time. The reason you go to college in the first place is to have an expert in the field, like, give it to you faster and better. You know what I mean? Tell you the things better. It's like, I can read a fucking book. I know what I said. I'm standing by it. You go to college and get fucked real good. But, like,
damn it.
I went to, like, you can read a book on anything and it'll be a factual book, but, like, it's so nice to have someone there to ping the ideas off of and to, like, talk about it with and to, like, guide you through the thing and to get fucked. And, like, that's so...
By an expert.
Expert fucking is the best.
I need an expert to fuck me right now.
Do you think if they had, like vocational school for pornographers?
Yes.
We'll cut that part out. We talked about not trimming the fat. That part we'll cut out.
You're gonna forget. We didn't condone it.
We didn't get
That's what you need to know.
That's all you need to know about the section that you didn't just hear was that we weren't on board. We just discussed it.
And we didn't warn you. Oh no, man. I think this is episode 58.
It's going to be the last one. If you do shit like that.
Oh man, I'm so excited to get to 60.
Oh man.
So So Forrest is an educator, and I'm an entertainer.
Yeah, that's what we are.
So like, whoops.
Yeah, it's fine. No one will know. No one will know. We'll move on from that.
That took like 4 minutes.
It's fine.
Anyway,
It's
go
fine.
on about what were we even talking about?
We were talking about getting fucked in college.
Yeah, no, we were talking.
It's the best part about college is that you get somebody there who can like really teach you the thing with like it's better than just reading it in a book. And so like I
The
don't
whole fucking thing is tainted now, dude.
It'll never be good again. So like even though it's not necessary to go back and get further undergrad degrees, if I want to know something, I'd rather go and have like learn
If
it
you
that way.
want to get fucked again,
I just go back
you
and get
better
fucked
go back.
go back to college. That's the best way to do it. Oh, turn this shit off. Why are you watching this? Why are you listening to this? Oh God, it's bad.
They're gonna love this somehow more than anything.
This will be the best episode and the worst episode. If you've made it this far, number one, why? And number two, thank you so
How?
much for helping us earn revenue.
Oh yeah, revenue. That thing I'm pretty sure keeps getting taken away because everybody in the comments is like, I don't get ads. Are you sure you're getting? I'm like, we're probably demonetized. It's fine.
I think it's the fact that like we keep uploading it like late. And so there's not time for the video to like run all of its monetization checks. And so the second we put it out, people fucking love the show and they watch it immediately. And the monetization hasn't like applied to the video yet.
That's possible. You guys are watching it too fast.
You know, when you see our video, wait a day, then watch it. Or go back and watch it again.
We have to make a Patreon or something. These poor people they deserve to subscribe monthly.
I
to
refuse.
this show. Are
I
you on
refuse to make a second fucking
phone,
Patreon. I was
man?
gonna look something up. I was gonna put something out
He's over
there.
here chatting with fucking who knows who. Oh, I hope the rest of the year is better. We're about 8 months in.
Nope. This is my last semester with classes.
Yeah, after this you just have
Okay.
to go fucking teach yourself, right?
Now I've got to finish my thesis. So like this semester I'm
Thesis.
doing an experimental design class and I'm doing a graduate level statistics class because I've already taken like statistics in my undergrad and I've taken a bunch of other math shit as well, but it doesn't apply here because it's not super focused and advanced enough and all the other shit they want. So I'm doing a statistics class and an experimental design class, and that's it. And then I'm done with my classes for this degree, and all I have to do is just write the shit out of my thesis. I've got to get that thing finished.
You said people didn't like your travel vlog?
Oh,
Like a select few, I'm assuming?
people are always gonna have problems.
I'm thinking we should make more
What
things
sucks?
like that.
What's so fucking?
You and I should just travel. We should just walk down the street and call that a fucking vlog.
I just made like a super fucking clickbaity looking thumbnail with me looking all hyphy and it's got arrows and red lettering. It's like, how many soccer balls to fill the Grand Canyon? I'm just trying anything that I can to get that video to grow because like it's got, excuse me, weird hiccup.
Those are
situation.
usually fun videos.
But it's got like 1/8 of the views that I would expect.
I do like your reaction videos.
People tend to enjoy those, and those grow much
People
better.
also, I'm sure, I like videos where it's like this many soccer balls, but also like, why did you pick soccer balls?
It was
Because you could kick them.
Because the park
Because
ranger,
you said it.
Yeah,
They said it.
A park ranger was talking about it, and they were like, they saw some fucking what do you call it, like a soccer team that was kicking soccer balls into the Grand Canyon as like an event, like an advertisement, and he was like, "Hey, fuck you guys," and they got in all sorts of trouble about it, and then like he did the math, and then I did the math on how our numbers were different, and I think mine were more accurate.
Wow. Forrest is calling you out, Mr. Park Ranger, sir.
He was very nice. He was very, very nice, but he was off by like an order of magnitude on a couple of things. I think he just didn't carry a zero, which is fine. Happens.
It happens. Or maybe you carried too many, you fucking idiot.
That's also possible, but no one's called me out on it yet. So
I have just now, you fucking idiot.
Go check my math.
I'm not going to do that. I just called you out. You check it and let me know what I found.
I don't want to
Don't do it right now.
Looking.
Don't do it.
I'm checking the
Don't
math.
do it. Don't do it. Don't. Don't do it. No. Don't.
The people, I'm just laughing at the people listening that don't see that you're just yelling at nothing. And they think that I'm over here with a calculator just correcting shit. Forrest will not stop doing math, nor can he be stopped by any means.
The illusion is broken.
Just shattering the fourth wall in your ear holes.
I just think that I it's okay.
Yeah, me too.
Shut up. If you make you fucking asshole. If you make fun content every now and then, it's not a big deal. You can't just do science all the time.
Well, there was a lot of science in there, but like the whole
all
thing,
work and no play makes Forrest a fucking serial killer.
The major issue is the growth of the video because it's got an ad in there, and so it's because it's a sponsored video. They want it to get to a certain number of views.
Everyone go watch that video.
Just go run it. Put it up. Go watch the travel vlog.
Help Forrest.
And just put it on repeat on your phone or computer or whatever.
I'll watch it.
And just leave it for a day or two and just let it. It's an hour long. So, like, if you can get it through, like, a few. I need to get it to 8.
Does it really take an hour for you to explain how many soccer balls it takes to. It should just be like, it's this many.
I cover that in, like, 30 solid seconds. It's the rest of the damn video that's important.
What are you fucking talking about?
I talk about wind. You've watched it. I talk about wind turbines. I talk about.
Are you talking about the whole travel vlog?
Yes! The video we've been talking about the whole time.
It's because it's so long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why nobody's watching.
Yeah, I know that. I could have divided it into 2 videos, and then it would have been 2 30-minute videos, and it would have been much better. But the problem was
sponsorship, right?
No, that's not an issue. I could have put the sponsorship in the video; it wouldn't have mattered. The issue was that, like, if you cut it right in the middle, then it's in between the meteor crater and the Grand Canyon, which means, and there's those 3 science lessons in the video, and then I go to VidCon. And so you would have one video that was jam-packed full of interesting science information, and one video which was super front-loaded with the trip to the Grand Canyon, and then just tapers off to silly shit about VidCon and is boring as fuck for the rest of the video comparatively. As a whole, the whole video is interesting, and it's got interesting point after interesting point.
A middle and a beginning.
Exactly.
And a beginning, a start, a middle.
It's got 2 starts and then a middle. But as 2 separate videos...
It's my medicine!
As 2 separate videos, it just would have been garbage to watch. The second video just wouldn't have been that good. And so it's like, yes, I would have made more money doing it that way, but it would have been a worse video overall. And I didn't want to.
But the sponsors want more.
The sponsor didn't care. It doesn't matter. Like, they just want more views on it. They wanted to get to a certain number of views. And
we'll figure it out. We'll get it. We'll get some. You put an ad out on Google.
A Google ad.
Yeah, you pay for that, and then once you're running a deficit, you'll be all right.
I just use the whole the call, everything that they gave me in sponsorship money. I'll put that towards fucking one Facebook ad run. Like, it'll be the ad campaign on like one of those little Facebook side boxes. It'd be great.
Facebook ads are not that effective. Anyway.
Zanga.
No, I don't know. All ads are effective. The thing is, with ads to really be effective, you got to spend like $1,000 at least. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
You have to make sure they shove you down people's throats.
We'll work something out, I'm sure.
Oh, I know where we can advertise. It's a little place called Downtown.
Yeah, we'll put posters up.
You and me are going downtown, and we're not wearing shirts or very long pants. What?
I'm thinking about it, and I'm not.
It doesn't matter what you think. It's happening. We're going to go strip naked downtown for people.
That's less than what you said. You said not very long pants, and now it's no pants.
We're going to raise, the signs will say donate to the Hungry Boys, and we're going to be the Hungry Boys. The people love the show.
Strange.
You would
Very
do it.
strange way to end this episode.
It's not over. You would do that. You would do that. There was a time when you probably
There
would've
was a
done
time. Now is not the time because now I'm a 30-year-old man and I worry about going to jail and like charges and shit.
that. No, no,
Not
no, no,
really.
no, 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 no.
I
We'll
go-
get it. We'll get the permit. We'll get a permit.
What nudity permit for hungry boys?
No, I'm not. I mean, we'll just shorts. We'll wear shorts.
Very, very, very small.
I just
shorts.
think if we wear small shorts, we can get money for the show.
We'll make sure there are small shorts that are like our skin tone, like a spandex.
You don't
situation.
really think so? You don't think
Come out
if
there
we
looking
wear
like Ken
small
dolls.
shorts, we can get some money?
I believe that we could. I believe that people would throw money at us and beg us to please go buy clothes
For the show.
for the show.
Yeah.
Do the next show. We'll wear
Leave in the comments if you want us to not wear clothes.
ties. We'll just wear ties. Just one really long tie down the middle.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
And we'll share a shirt. No, it'd be like a robe or something, like a really big, large robe.
No, let's wrap ourselves up in it like some sort of fucking two-headed demon creature with a fucking... Why?
No, we're not doing that. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
That
thank
all-
you for clarifying.
Yeah, that all sounds really bad.
That sounds awful.
I just didn't know what else to say.
No.
I wanted to go downtown and raise money. I was making a joke about us like being like go-go dancers and raising
What
some
would
money.
we do? What? How?
And then you like took it
what are we
way
gonna
too
raise money
seriously.
for and in what?
For the show.
We
What
could
the
do- we
fuck?
we are on the internet. If we were gonna raise money, we would do it on the internet.
Now you're playing along with the bit.
There's
A
2,000
second
people
ago,
that
you
watch-
were just being like, I don't want to do anything
What
weird.
you
I'm
were
30
saying was
years old.
insane.
Fuck,
Like,
man.
we're on the line. And the 2,000
The
people watch
line?
this show. One person lives within 8,000 miles
Are
of
you
us.
fucking 75?
Like, we're on this. We're surfing on the
Hello,
web.
everyone. We're on the air.
We're on on the World Wide Web here
And
trying
I'm
to raise
Ben.
money. Yeah, he's fucking. Ugh.
It's like you're acting like you're disgusted
What a
with my
terrible
friendship.
show. What a terrible show we've made. What's the point of any of this? What a fucking-
We had a great time. We talked about corruption.
we did talk a lot about corruption.
We talked about
college and education.
college and education. We talked about
Fundraising.
fundraise.
The camera turned off at just the right time because it's fucking sick of our shit too.
Everyone have a good night.
Whatever it is for you when you watch this. Thank you so much for tuning in. I encourage you not to do it again.
I don't give a fuck what he says. Leave in the comments if you like. If Lee.
And I'm Forrest. And this has been I'm Not Comfortable With This. The show where you...
Whatever. I'm sorry we were late. Come back. I'm sorry we were late. It's my medicine. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And that's Saturday night. Live. With Ben.